Hey Knowledge Family, how everybody doing today? NJ Knowledge Family, NJ got something on her mind today, and I'm not liking it too well. As y'all see the title, it says Kyrie Irving versus Black Men Media. Okay, and I specifically named that title like that because I heard more black men voices who are in mainstream media who have been disrespecting this man for a decision that he made for himself and for his family. Okay? To see and hear so many black men in mainstream media go after a basketball player so hard, and some of these mainstream media spokesmen, black men, have played the game of basketball, or either they done played some type of game of sports, okay? And these are the ones that I heard just constantly bashing this man. And just to see how these black men have come together on different platforms and stomp on this man's back and stomp on this man's head and stomp on this man's decision is just despicable. I mean, it's sickening. It's very hard. It's a heartbreaking feeling when you see a bunch of black men who have major platforms or in the middle of having a major platform. You know what I'm saying? But they have big voices. And they have been attacking this man. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's so sickening. They've been teaming up on this man for the world to see, and for the world to enjoy, and for the world to be entertained by, and for the world to just love the fact that they are stomping on this black man's decision and this black man's just his career, his everything. It's just slap out terrible. It's slap out terrible. Now, I'm going to let y'all know about Kyrie Irving in a minute. But I had to get that out. I had to get that out. I really did, because there are a lot of people of all races that they respect Kyrie Irving's decision. And then you have some who don't respect his decision. Okay? And I'll let y'all know what his decision is about in a few minutes. But there are so many black men on their platform just tearing this man down hard. And I can't understand it. See, they say that they respect his decision when they own these airways and these big platforms or whatever. They say that they respect his decision, but then they keep trying to destroy the man. You know? And this man has made a decision as a grown-ass man. This is a grown-ass man who has made a decision for himself and his family, and you have some black men that is doing the coon dancing and the shuck jiving. I mean, they are stomping on this man hard for no damn reason. It don't pertain to them. See, that's the killingest part about it, is because whatever Kyrie got going on, it don't affect no damn body. It don't. It don't affect anyone but Kyrie Irving and his immediate family. That's all it affects. You know? But anyway, let me get on down to it. But one thing I can say is I'm so glad that black women stick together better than this. Better than this. You see, all women in general, all women across this United States, they stick together way better than this. Way better than what they got going on here. You see what I'm saying? Women yourself a hand. Because women stick together a hell of a lot better than this right here. This right here. This don't make no sense the way these men are coming down on this brother. It really don't. It really don't. And I do have to say that Kyrie Irving is the same age as my youngest son. And then I have an older son who is older than Kyrie Irving. So when I saw this, it was, it went straight to my heart to see that it wasn't any other race really bashing this man. It was his own black brothers who have mainstream media was tearing this man down, stomping on this man. Just won't let up from this man, all on a decision that he has made from himself and for his family. Unbelievable. 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 But see, that's exactly why, women stick together a hell of a lot better than this. And that's exactly why black women have a powerful voice. All women have a powerful voice when we all come together. You know, you have some issues that black women will speak up. You have some issues that white women will speak up. And then you have some issues that all women will come together and speak up. But I'm sad to say, I can't say the same for these black men. I can't say the same. I cannot say the same. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. You know, and see, some men out here, that's how come women voices are so powerful, y'all. That's how come women voices are so powerful, because they know how to stick together. They are not going to tear each other down in a mainstream ass media. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. They're not going to tear each other down to where it's trying to affect their career. You know, we have a lot of women that's in the media that even if they did something bad or did something wrong or something like, I don't know, it's like we just don't attack another woman for her decisions. We don't. We don't. Now, maybe if they have done something wrong or bad or something like that, we'll talk about it. But one thing we ain't going to do, we're not going to talk about it so that their boss can fire them, or so that their career will be tainted, or so that we can stop their money from coming in the future. See, we don't go that far. But boy, it's some black men tap dancing with some nice shiny ass shoes on that's doing it to this here brother Kyrie Irving. Yeah, and see, it's some black men out here that think that money and championships are the most important thing in the world. They think that money and championships are more important than family, than morals, than children, and than self-worth. Okay? Wow. That tells a lot about how a lot of these men here think. Yeah, just think about it, family. Some of these men think that money and championships is worth more than their family, than their children, than their morals, than their self-worth. Wow. If that don't say a hell of a lot about people. See, you don't even have to really know nobody personally. Just listen to the goddamn ass. Just listen to them. And you will see how confused they are. You will. You will. And you know, they'll throw, you know what? These type of men right here, see, that's bashing on Kyrie real hard. And, you know, damn near trying to destroy his whole career. And damn near trying to make sure that his future is basically destroyed. See, these type of men right here, you can throw money in front of their ass and they will sacrifice themselves. They will sacrifice their family. They'll sacrifice their children. They'll sacrifice their soul real quick. Yeah. See, these are the type of men that if you throw a potential championship in front of them, they will sacrifice their family, their soul, their children, and every damn thing. Oh yeah, you got to watch them kind, family. You got to watch them kind. Because let me tell you, these are the same kind that if you throw a big ass in front of them and some pootinanny from a woman, they will sacrifice every goddamn thing they got. They will sacrifice their family for it. They'll sacrifice themselves for it. They'll sacrifice the children for it. They'll do all that. See, let me tell you, they'll sacrifice their whole soul just for a big ass and some pootinanny. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But see, women don't do that. See, some of these men, they always want to try to get somebody else to do what they done did. And they ain't even thought the shit out. Yeah. See, that is the main reason why women, they say women are so smart. Because women don't just jump at shit. They thinks it out. They think it through before they make that move. Sort of like what Kyrie Irving is doing. See, women sit back and they think stuff out because they have a family to take care of. And most of these people who running their damn mouth and talking a whole bunch of shit about Kyrie don't even have a family. Don't even have kids running around. Don't have teenagers. Don't have grown kids like me. This is one of my sons right here. That's the oldest one. But what I can say is that, see, that's why they say women are so smart. Because, see, we think things out before we go to jumping on a damn bandwagon. Yeah. Sort of like what Kyrie is doing. He's thinking stuff out. He's thinking things through. He's trying to get a good understanding. You see what I'm saying? And that's what women do. You know, not saying that this man here's one, but what I'm saying is that's how come they say we are so smart, because we put a lot of thought into what we do, what we learn, and all that stuff. Sort of what Kyrie Irving is doing. But because some of these black men don't know how to do that, they automatically bashing the man. They automatically bashing his ass. Oh yeah, they bashing him hard, family. You know what I'm saying? Most men will tell another man to come on and jump on a bandwagon even though they haven't thought the shit out. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. Come on and jump on a bandwagon. It'll be, see, I'm gonna give y'all a perfect example. How women think things through and some men don't. Okay, and I'm going to get to Kyrie Irving's situation, but I just had to read some of these black men who is jumping on this man's head and his back for no damn reason. It don't concern y'all ass. Whatever that man do in his personal life don't concern y'all ass. And if he don't want to play damn ball, move the fuck on. And let him rest, and let him think, and let him comprehend, and let him get his understanding. And while he doing all that, y'all start reporting on something else. And leave that goddamn man alone. Start reporting on something else. You got a whole lot of football players last week that came off the field in carts. You got a football player, a quarterback had to be rolled off the damn field in a cart. Yeah. I ain't reporting on that to see what his condition is. Y'all supposed to be a sports channel. We looking for y'all to tell us how is these football players' condition that got hurt last week, last Sunday. We looking for y'all to tell us something about baseball. Who won that? We looking for y'all to tell us something about soccer. Who won that? We looking for y'all to tell us that y'all ain't doing what you're supposed to do. A sports channel mean reporting on the sports. They so busy bashing this man and making sure that his career is tainted for the rest of his life till they done forgot about what the hell they show is supposed to be really about. And it damn sure ain't supposed to be about talking on nobody's personal life. Y'all done got me heated. Y'all done got me heated. Y'all talk to me, family. I done got heated. I done got heated. Okay, let me slow it down. Let me slow it down a little bit. Let me pump it. Let me pump it down. Because these brothers done pissed me off. I have never seen a bunch of white men commentators bash on their white fellow players that play sports as bad as these brothers is doing Kyrie Irving. And they don't only do Kyrie Irving like that. Anybody that's black, they trying to tank their ass. They trying to talk about their ass. They trying to stop the money flow. They trying to talk about these men to where their careers are just all jacked up and messed up, and trying to make it so that if somebody do want to draft them, or somebody, another team, another owner or something do want them, they done been tainted through the media so damn hard by the own black brothers. What kind of shit is this? I don't understand. And that Stephen A. and Shannon Shaw got a message for you at this end here. Because see, I'm the same age as both of Shannon Shaw. And well, I'm older than Stephen A. But me and Shannon is right there together. Okay? And I got a message for you too. I got a message for you too. I got a message for you too. But anyway, y'all, I've been hearing a lot of black men in this media using the word sacrifice. Oh, they've been using that word sacrifice so loosely. I mean, it's like sacrifice is a part of every other sentence. Sacrifice, sacrifice. I mean, actually, they're using sacrifice to it's so alarming. It's very alarming because, see, it's people out here on this street is mad as hell about all this shit here that's going on. They very, very mad about this, you know, and including me. And see, it's people all across the United States that are talking about this. See, like I said, I have my boots on the ground every day. And I do a lot of what Kyrie do, help people. So when I heard this, it was straight disgusting. And what I'm trying to say about all I kept hearing is a lot of these black men on these platforms the whole time they was talking about Kyrie. All you heard, every other sentence, every other word, you heard sacrifice. Which is an alarming word, family. Sacrifice. See, when most of us hear the word sacrifice, you know, it's very chilling to us. That's a chilling word. You know what I'm saying? That's a very chilling word, you know. And see, it's a lot of people, a lot of these black men out here using this very, very loosely. Like, it's an everyday thing to sacrifice your family. Sacrifice your children. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. That's all I've been here. You gotta sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice. What the hell? Really? Really? Y'all using it so loosely like that now? That's became the new trend for your money to sacrifice yourself, to sacrifice your loved ones. Oh wow. Okay then. Oh, family, it's very chilling around here. I'm trying to tell you. Now, I'm going to let y'all listen to Kyrie, but let me tell y'all about Kyrie's situation, because I told y'all I was going to tell y'all about it. But anyway, Kyrie is a basketball player, okay? Now, he decided that he don't want to get the dot, okay? And everybody know kind of what I mean by saying the dot, okay? And he don't want to get it, okay? Not right now. He hadn't said that he won't, you know. But right now, he said he needs to do more research and all that. So his team, he played for the New York Knicks, okay? And so in New York, they have a policy that you can't play in different indoor establishments. You can't go to certain restaurants. They just have rules now that if you don't have the dot, you can't participate in a lot of things that go on in that city. Okay. So Kyrie has decided he don't want to do it. So the team had to make a decision to split from Kyrie as of now. But they have left the table. They left everything on the table open, saying that, hey, for right now, if he changed his mind, he is welcome to come back. If he get the dot, he is welcome to come back. You know, but we're going to let him take his time, and we're going to let him make his decision on what he wants to do. They have no problem with it. His team have no problem with it right now. His organization, the net organization, don't have no problem with it right now. They are letting Kyrie Irving sit back and come to a decision of what he wants to do. But they are not bashing him in public. They have not said anything negative about that man in public. Nothing. They have not said anything about that young man in public. It's just the black media, the black men media, that has been bad. If the Nets ain't got this big of a problem with him, why do y'all? If his teammates ain't got this big of a problem with him, why do y'all? Just move on. Report the story. Hey, y'all, Kyrie ain't no longer with the Nets right now because he refused to get the dot. Now, carry on. Over here, the Kansas Chiefs, let's talk about this. That's how the shit's supposed to go. But now, they spend the whole 30 minutes, the whole hour on talking about Kyrie Irving. Boy, you can't make this kind of shit up right here. And I tell you one thing, if you go back in the day, they didn't talk about players like this. You go back to 60s and the 70s, like that, and probably the early 80s, these sports channels and these sport radio shows and all that, they reported on the sports, and after that, it's the rap. They didn't care nothing about these players' personal life. They didn't display these players' personal life all on TV like that. A damn shame. I can't even believe this. But anyway, that's Kyrie's thing. So his team has no problem with it. The organization have no problem with it. None of them as of this time. Okay? Now, but everybody else, black men media, is making a hoorah about this whole damn thing. All of them are cheerleaders and hoorah on stomping on Kyrie back. Okay? Now, let me let y'all hear what some of these black brothers are saying about Kyrie Irving. Okay? Let me let y'all hear this. Okay? Now, it's a whole lot of people talking about Kyrie Irving. Hold on, y'all.
Thing with this because there's so much conversation around the Kyrie thing with this because there's so much conversation around the Kyrie situation, and it's like, you know, why does everyone have an opinion about Kyrie? Like, probably because he's a star in the league that we cover and get paid to give our opinions about, on a team with two of the other biggest stars in that league.
And that's a female there that done put her 2 cents in. Need to sit down somewhere.
Of course you're going to talk about it, and we have injury reports every single week, so it's not a privacy thing. No one is going to vaccine jail, so listening to him talk about, you know...
Okay. So, that was that one. And, hold on. Let me let y'all listen to this one right here. 18. Y'all hold on now. Hold on now. Y'all just bear with me right quick. I want y'all to listen to this one.
You know, mandates, and do you think I want to give it up? Yes, you do want to give this up, because it is a choice that you are free to make. So when people start talking about freedoms, you fundamentally don't understand what that word means. You have freedom of choice. You have freedom of speech. You do not have freedom from consequences. That is not how the universe works.
Miss Source is claiming to speak for him, so that's good. It was hard to make
sense of a lot of what Kyrie was saying. I'm going to be honest. I watched the whole 20-minute thing. I thought he spent a lot of time saying a lot of nothing. He said a lot of words, but he said a lot of nothing. Like a rough draft, right down to the yellow piece of paper that he had scribbled on. There's something there, but it wasn't really thought out well enough to have a concrete point. Like Broussard said, he said he's not getting the vaccination. Why? We don't know. The answer we don't know, why we don't know, is because he doesn't know. He hasn't quite figured this whole thing out. And I just want to take a second, Nick, to talk about him chastising the media. And it proves how poorly thought out this whole thing has been. At the end of his 24-minute and 55-second IG Live, he says, nobody's going to hijack my voice. See if they play this on their TV.
Okay, y'all. So I just want y'all to hear that part right there. Now, let me get y'all up to speed. After everybody was talking so badly about Kyrie came out and he did an IG live video it was about a 20-minute video. I have that video. I'm finna let y'all hear it. But I just wanted y'all to hear some things they was saying about Kyrie before and after he did this video. Now I'm going to let y'all listen to what Kyrie had to say, because he got kind of tired of people just bashing him for no reason, for a decision that he wanted to make, and a decision that he said all he want to do is just get a better understanding before he get the dot. Okay? And now he got tired of it, y'all. He really did. He got tired of it. And so he then put out this here video, because everybody was just stomping on Kyrie. Okay? And so this is what Kyrie said.
This isn't about me, and it's
Hold on, y'all.
not about me dispelling, what's being said about me particularly, or for anybody. It's just saying, I'm standing with all those that, believe in what's right and are doing what's right for themselves. Everybody has a personal choice with their lives. Everybody has a right to feel a certain type of way. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Everybody's entitled to do what they feel is best for themselves, and putting me as a hero or painting me as a villain, sort of say, going against and seeing, the way that this is dividing our world up. It's just sad to see. It's creating a lot of division, a lot of confusion, a lot of people saying things that are untrue. We're not giving space for each other to speak. You got doctors out here working hard, physicians out here working hard, and everybody's trying to do what's best for them and their families, which I respect. And I'm always going to put that first. Everybody out there is not, listening to me or making this about me or painting this picture like, yo, I'm the voice of reason, so you should do this. Nah, it's just about staying real and staying true to who you are and making the choice for you what's best. Everybody has their own family, everybody has their own tribe. Everybody has their own issues or traumas that they're dealing with, trying to heal from, and I'm just trying to support as best I can. I'm a hooper. I've been a hooper since I was, down there 4 years old, and coming into the NBA, I just had a dream to play ball at a high level. I didn't anticipate all this coming with it. But if I am going to be responsible for my own life, then I got to speak on things that truly matter to me. I had to stop running away from using my voice and using my platform to, speak on what's true and what's mine. Nobody's going to hijack my voice. Nobody's going to take the power away from me that I have for speaking on these things, and don't believe that I'm retiring. Don't believe that what's being said before I even get a chance to be on the podium and speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these people saying all these things about what's going on with me, and it's just not true. Pay attention to what's going on out in the real world. People are losing their jobs to these mandates. People are having to make choices with their own lives, which I respect. And I don't want to sit here and play on people's emotions either. Just use logic. What would you do?
if you felt uncomfortable going into the season when you were promised that you would have exemptions or that you didn't have to be forced to get the vaccine. This wasn't an issue before the season started. This wasn't something that I foresaw coming where I prepared for it, and I had a chance to strategize on what was going to be best for me and my family. I came into the season thinking that I was just going to be able to play ball, be able to use my talent to continue to inspire, influence people in the right way. Like putting this on me is just like, why are you putting it on me? This is not part of what's going on in conversations with scientists, physicians, and doctors. I'm just a hooper, right? Like I'm just a person who's being utilized as an example. For some odd reason, people love to have my name in the mix of just some BS. Like just hearing the way people speak with so much conviction about what I should be doing with my life and what my teammates should be feeling about me, what the organization be feeling about me. And to be honest with you, if you really know me, and you see what I do out there, I put in a lot of time into my crafts. I'm not sitting here to give y'all information, give y'all a whole bunch of, my wisdom beyond my years and knowledge. Nah, I'm just here to stay real. I'm always going to stay true to me, and that's me. This is my life. I get to do whatever I want with this. This is one body that I get here, one God body that I get here. And you telling me what to do with my body, and it has nothing to do with the organization. I'm going to put that out there. It has nothing to do with the Nets. It has nothing to do with my teammates. This has everything to do with what's going on in our world. And I'm being grouped in to something that's bigger than just a game of basketball. And, you got that fandom, which is like a religion to people out here. Basketball is like a religion. Entertainment is like a religion to people. They, get so caught up emotionally. It's just like, yo, that can get vaccinated, or I'm a human being. I have emotions, I have feelings, I have thoughts, things that I keep to myself, things that I share, but I'm staying grounded in what I believe in. It's just as simple as that. It's not about being about being true to what feels good for me. I'm still uncertain about a lot of things, and that's okay. If I'm going to be demonized for having more questions and taking my time to make a decision with my life, then that's just what it is. That's something I gotta sit in. I know the consequences of the decisions I make with my life. I'm not here to sugarcoat any of that. But if we really gonna be real, it's crazy times we're in. It's crazy times. How many people are really thinking with a balanced view? How many people are really thinking about the future of what's going on? It's crazy times we're in. We just came out of one of the craziest pandemics of all time, and you telling me to think rationally? How many people are really thinking rationally? I'm not the focus here. I got on here to really show that I'm real enough to stand up when I feel like I'm being put in a effed up position. I'm not even that. I haven't hurt anybody. I haven't committed a crime. I'm not out here acting dumb, stupid. I'm out here taking care of my family, my kids. I'm out here putting on for the youngins. I'm out here trying to create a legacy that lasts a lifetime, multiple lifetimes. And if I'm being called out on what I'm doing with my life, and I'm just living righteously, and I'm living for me, and I'm living for the people that love me and support me, how is it that I have to sit back and think about this and meditate and pray and ask God for the words to come on here? Because this is not normal. You know what I mean? This is not normal. What's going on? This is not normal. And I'm not going to get too emotional on here either. I'm just thinking with my logic. I'm just thinking for all those that are dealing with similar things that I'm dealing with. You got to put your livelihood on the line in order for a man to force their bodies. Nobody should be forced to do anything with their bodies. You only get one of these. If you choose to get a vaccine, if you choose to be unvaccinated, I support you. Do what's best for you. But that doesn't mean go around and start judging people for what they're doing with their lives. Be me. I'm going to continue to be there for people that need the resources, that need the information or need access to different things. You know, it's big fights out here for social issues. You know, we still got racism going on. We still got violence going on. We still got social injustice going on. And to process all that and still go out there and entertain, it's not the easiest job. You know, like I'm human. I feel all these things. I don't just go home and just be thinking about ball all the time. Like, that's not reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really not reality. If you go home and you only thinking about your entertainment or your job or what you gotta handle. You know, like the reality is that if you truly connected to the source, to the creator, you're gonna care about others sometimes more than you care about yourself or another. That's always gonna be me, right? That's always. Some people don't feel the same way, and that's all good. I'm not here to go back and forth about that. But to continue to play with my name, you know, to continue to play with my image, continue to paint me in a certain type of way without me speaking, like these dudes are puppets. Like, come on, like you going on TV speaking about stuff that, you know, my family has to see. You know, my friends have to see, like supporters have to see, and then I have to come on here and address all this in a certain type of manner because it has to come authentically. You know, like, it can't come with a script. These dudes read off scripts. You know, they call me unintelligent, calling me all these different types of names, and they will never say it to my face. They will never, ever come up to me in person and say that type shit to my face. Ever. Fans, anybody come up and say that to my face, like, because they know what I stand for. I stand for so many things bigger than this game, and right now it's not just about the game of basketball, it's about helping your fellow human being understand that they have a choice. You know, if you're staying safe, you following COVID protocols, you wearing a mask, and you're unvaccinated or you're vaccinated, you know, like that's on you. Like, you should stand on that. But that doesn't mean going out and advocating for things for other people to do with their lives. Like, you can't be on both sides. You can't be like, yo, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. Nah, make a choice. Like, stand with everybody. It's all good. It's all good if you at peace, you know, with the world. But I'm not gonna continue to be at odds with myself and my own beliefs and what I stand on because it's not agreeable or people don't see it as the right choice to me.
Okay, y'all. So y'all heard Kyrie Irving, okay? And, you know, like he said, rather you get to die, you don't get to die. It doesn't, he is talking about, he has no problem with that. I don't either. But he's talking about himself, okay? Himself. And why he made the choice that he made the choice. That's that man now. That's that man now, personal decision. That's his personal, whatever he got going on. That's him. We cannot tell that man what to do with his damn life. And if he do whatever he doing with that life, it don't make sense to try to swipe his career, belittle him, dog him, call him stupid, call him foolish, call him ignorant, and all that type shit because of his lifestyle, what he want to damn do, because what he do don't affect nobody else. I always tell people, what you smoke don't make me choke. So, hey, look here. Whatever he do ain't affecting my damn household at all. Whatever that man do with his life ain't affect. Whatever decision he choose to make, it ain't affecting the way NJ live her damn life at all. His whatever decision he make don't stop my cash flow. But then you got some people out here that's acting like Kyrie is taking care of them. Like Kyrie is the breadwinner of them. And he's not. He's not. What that man do is his decision. It's not going to affect any one household but Kyrie Irving. Now, that's when I want y'all to listen to. You heard what Kyrie said. And then this is what these people were saying. That's when I was letting y'all listen to the first time of what Kyrie was saying what these people were saying about Kyrie, whatever. But here it go.
Mandates. Do you think I want to give it up? Yes, you.
Now this is them talking about him after he did that video.
Free to make. So when people start talking about freedoms, you fundamentally don't understand what that word means. You have freedom of choice. You have freedom of speech. You do not have freedom from consequences. That is not how the universe works.
His sources claim to speak for him, so that's good. It was hard to make sense of a lot of what Kyrie was saying. I'm going to be honest. I watched the whole 20-minute thing. I thought he spent a lot of time saying a lot of nothing. He said a lot of words, but he said a lot of nothing. Like a rough draft, right down to the yellow piece of paper that he had scribbled on. There's something there, but it wasn't really thought out well enough to have a concrete point. Like Broussard said, he said he's not getting the vaccination. Why? We don't know. The answer we don't know, the why we don't know, is because he doesn't know. He hasn't quite figured this whole thing out. And I just want to take a second, Nick, to talk about him chastising the media. And it proves how poorly thought out this whole thing has been. At the end of his 24-minute and 55-second IG Live, he says, nobody's going to hijack my voice. See if they play this on their TV channels. Gladly. My friend, the running time for a half-hour TV show is 22 minutes of content and commercials. If you do a 25-minute IG Live, you're putting the TV guys in a bad spot. We don't quite know what to run. And that is the reason why this whole thing is poorly thought out. And I know I'm joking around, but look, you could sit down with any journalist, any podcaster, any scientist. You could do articles, you could do anything you want. But a poorly lit, jumpy IG Live is not it. Respond to some of this because Broussard used an important word. The victim mentality throughout this IG Live, which if you didn't watch it, just imagine back when you were in high school and someone had to do a presentation and they clearly hadn't read the book. Respond to some of this because Broussard used an important word. The victim mentality throughout this IG Live, which if you didn't watch it, just imagine back when you were in high school and someone had to do a presentation and they clearly hadn't read the book. That's the feeling you got watching this.
Kyrie Irving, yes, it is your body. But tell me, what are you standing for? Make it clear to me. Because watching the IG Live yesterday, it wasn't clear. And it's not clear to this day. It's still not clear today as we wake up. It's murky. As Monty just said, it's murky. So I'm not telling the man what to do. I'm saying, give us some clarification.
With him, I just don't. And give him an extension. Man, you cannot joke with Skip. This is only one. He only got 1 year plus an option, and then that says we good. Can you imagine giving him 4 years, guaranteed at almost $200 million? Man, Kyrie gonna go and come as he please. Man, you know what? I think I'll play this week. I don't know about next week. How I feel. Something else might come up, and he want to fight for that cause, even though vaccine. He want to be the people's champ for this. This is the hill that he wants to plant a flag on. Says, I'm standing with you.
Okay, I hark back to the first comment you made as we opened the show today. He has backed himself into a corner. I believe he has. I think now foolish pride, and he's a very proud man.
Right.
It has seized control of him to the point that he's dug in, he's taken his stand in his stance,
yes.
And it's going to be very difficult for him to back off that stance.
They have rules and bylaws, and they're not going to change the rules and bylaws for the betterment of one person. They have to look out for the league as a whole, for the money as a whole. And again, it's your choice. You don't want them, come to work. They have a choice not to pay you. It's not but I think if you come in the locker room and my teammate Michelle Turner has sacrificed, my teammate Spice Adam has sacrificed for what we're trying to do down the line, how come you can't sacrifice? And if you don't want to sacrifice, you can't be here. We're just going to move on without you. And whenever you get tired of, not getting paid and not doing your thing, then you come back. I'm not going to argue with you. We're not going to fight with you. I'm not going to even try to make you change your mind. When you're, and Spike, Michelle, you know this too. When you're doing something for the betterment of the team, you got to have sacrifice. You got to have sacrifice for your brother or your sister, period.
Okay, y'all. So in that one right there, y'all, you heard I had a piece of little Shannon Sharp, had a little piece of Shaq, that was just who was just talking right there. Had a lot of pieces of a lot of little different black men. There was a couple of white men in there, but the majority of them was black. Okay, so you heard what they had to say about what Kyrie said. Okay, now I'm gonna let y'all listen to the Stephen A. Okay, this was him saying some things about Kyrie. Just showing y'all how bad it is.
But I'm just telling you how it feels for people, Stephen A. When you start calling people stupid, or you start calling people saying that they're selfish, and these things start going all over the internet, that creates a different narrative. And I'm just telling you how it is on the other side, Stephen A. I know what's the other side? The point is, I'm on the side of the back and start worrying. We're talking about you're the one that took it there, Jay. We're talking about a basketball player who signed on to play for the Brooklyn Nets that has left his team hanging. That's what we're talking about. Personal decision. He's choosing to do that for him. And when you go through an unprecedented time in the history of this country, you have your own individual right to make your own decision about what you want to do with your family. I just respect that right. I'm not saying I agree with that right.
All right then. You respect the right. I'm saying that you know. You're going to sit up there and compromise the championship aspirations of an organization you signed on to represent. You coached Kevin Durant in the signing on to represent. You played the role in coaching James Harden into signing on to represent. You're going to compromise all of that because you want to give a voice to the voiceless. Really? And how is that going to work out for you, Kyrie Irving? You're going to disappear from the game of basketball? Who the hell is going to be interested in what you have to say when you have proven that you can't even be trusted enough to do your damn job? It was 25 years. I mean, this is some of the stupidest nonsense I've ever seen. Just flat out stupid. So let me get this straight. The Brooklyn Nets need to get rid of Kyrie Irving. He got to go. He's just a problem. I want to put everything in its proper perspective, Keyshawn, Kendrick, Molly. There's a whole bunch of people out here, myself included. Maybe I'm leaving everybody stranded. Not to mention compromising my own bankroll and bottom line, which I was not going to do. Let me be very, very clear about that. Okay, and I apologize for that to a damn soul, all right? That's how spectacular that he's box office, that he is big time when he wants to play. But the question is, does he really want to play? He's so distracted and so focused on other things outside of basketball that right now, league-wide, nobody trusts him. I have one executive that tell me he wouldn't be surprised if Sean Marks could give Kyrie Irving away for a box of cookies. That's what the hell he said. Literally, I'm quoting, because that's how crazy Kyrie Irving appears at this particular moment in time in terms of being all over the place instead of focused on the game of basketball. You work a year, and then all of a sudden you tell your boss, I'm only going to work half the year, but I still want you to pay me. And I'm going to decide what days I'm going to work.
And by the way, you make $33 million a year.
Okay. And they say, look me, and I'm going to decide what days I'm going to work.
And by the way, you make $33 million a year.
Okay. And they say, look, nobody is going to be able to participate with Kyrie on a limited basis.
Yep.
You either all in or you're all out. Now,
Yep.
it's as simple as that, Skip. It's like we're not finna go back and forth with Kyrie. Our goal is to win a championship, not as well. And either you get with the program or you can't play or participate. That's just how it is. And for the Nets, they just got the next man up. They got a well put together team. He's a great player, but my mom, they can win it without him. Yeah. Doesn't mean they definitely will. It wasn't definite before. Nothing's definite, exactly, right. But I mean, they got enough. They've got enough to win it without Kyrie Irving. Cops kid, the one and only Stephen A's Word. How are you? The one and only Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Welcome back to Stephen A's Word. How are you, sir? How's everything?
I'm doing very well, Stephen. How you doing?
Always good to talk to you, my man. You've been extremely vocal about.
You gotta be paid for the games that they miss. I mean, that's just that they are endangering their teammates, their own selves, and their families. They fail to do that.
I have to do my research. All of a sudden, everybody's a researcher now. I mean, they want to talk to their teammates. They want to do their own research. Evidently, epidemiologists, medical professionals, scientists, that doesn't qualify as research in their mind. So I'm wondering what does. Can you explain that to me?
Stephen, who can't get down with that is not being a good citizen or a good teammate, and we have to avoid people like that.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith talk about Kyrie Irving, the way how he's talking about him, calling him selfish. This man has done so much stuff for human beings and giving back and trying to help so many different people with different cultures, not just black people. This is what happens when you have people like this guy who's animated, not realistic about what it is that he speaks and talks about. He played a little bit of basketball. But come on, serious? You letting this guy talk to you about sports? This guy never got hit in a football game. He never swung a bat. And this is the person who they have speaking and talking about what's going on in sports. I need to defund his voice.
Okay, so y'all heard that brother. I put him at the end where he was taking up for Kyrie, and he was saying about Stephen A. had never played no type of sports for real, but this is the person that they choose to broadcast on sports, and he didn't like the way Stephen A. was talking about Kyrie, and he has this thing going on about defund Stephen A. voice, okay? Defund Stephen A. period, okay? Now, woo, y'all heard the amount of brothers. I put those different clips together, and I'm quite sure if anybody kind of know a little bit of the sports commentators, black guys that do it, a lot of you recognize the voices that I had on there, and a lot of you probably don't. But the majority of those voices were black men who were talking about Kyrie. Now, you had one man named Nick said something about, y'all heard him say it was like Kyrie, the speech that Kyrie made was like someone who was studying for some type of comprehension paper and didn't read the total book. That was a shot at an illiterate joke. Okay? That's how I took it. That's, anytime you use somebody opened up a book but didn't read the book joke, and you use those type of jokes there, that's when they're really saying that you're illiterate or you're dumb on damn sly. Okay? Then you heard Shannon Sharp on there. He says, ain't nobody got time to go back and forth with Kyrie. Either you all in or you all out, and this, that. Don't nobody, ain't no who gonna trade them, who gonna this, or who gonna want them, and this, that. Okay, then you had Stephen A. said that they somebody told him that they won't even trade Kyrie for a box of cookies and all this old type of old ass shit. They all black brothers are talking like this about this young man here, Kyrie Irving, okay? And I just find it so damn degrading that these black men are demonizing this man. And y'all heard Kyrie talking. Kyrie didn't disrespect anyone. He's trying to tell people where he's coming from. And another thing, you got a lot of these brothers that's saying, we don't understand where he's coming from. We don't quite. He said, and then you had one white man say, he said something, but he said a whole bunch of nothing. No, he didn't. See, that's when they want to dismiss what the brother said. Everybody understood very clearly what that man said. And he said it just as clear everybody, you got some of these black commentating, black media sports men on here, that every last one of them, even a white man, that claimed that they could not understand. It's some white men out here too that claimed that they couldn't understand. Oh, his message was just all over the place. I don't really understand what he was saying. I don't even understand. Yes, they do, y'all. Look here, family. That was a way to dismiss what he said because they didn't want to hear what he said, because they dismissed what he said, so they're going to keep trying to go back and forth with Kyrie and act like they didn't understand what he said when we all heard it and understood clearly what that man said. Point blank period. He said, I am not playing with the organization, and they understand, I understand my consequences, and I'm not playing right now because I don't have the dot. And I'm going to look into it more. There's a lot of people out here that has lost jobs for the same reason why I've lost my job. And I'm also a voice to speak up for that. That's all that man said. You can't get no damn clearer than that. I'm not playing right now because I don't have the dot. And when I decide to get it, I'm going to play. Until then, I'm going to sit back, do my research. Point blank period. Now, what goddamn so hard about understanding that? They understand it. They just want to pick with Kyrie. They want to pick another argument. They want to keep on talking about that man so that man can come back and say something to him. And Kyrie Irving, don't you reply to now one of these folks no more. You done said what you had to say. Don't you come back trying to prove no point for these tap dancing, shiny shoe coons. Don't you dare do it. Don't you dare do it. Don't reply to nobody else. If you talk to anybody, let it be your lawyer or your organization, your team, or your owner of your team, or whatever. Those are the only people that you talk to. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I heard Stephen A. said that, oh, yeah, somebody told me from the organization that Kyrie planning on doing this, or Kyrie ain't planning on doing this. Kyrie Irving, listen, is somebody that's leaking some shit in your camp. And you make sure you look around you very hard and make sure that you can trust the people around you. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you look, because if the leak is coming from somebody that's close to you, check them out. Check them out. Don't take nothing for granted, because what you don't want is no leak coming out from nobody that's close to you and feeding these damn vultures who trying to destroy your career. That's what you don't want to do. Now, I'm trying to tell you, as a woman who old enough to be your mom, don't you say another word. Check out the folks behind you, around you, on the side of you, and see who leaking your information to this vulture. To these vultures. Because they want you to go back and forth with them, back and forth with them, back and forth. They're already trying to kill your little career. They're already trying to kill it. Point blank period. Point blank period. They're already trying to do that. Don't comment on nothing else nobody say. No matter how doggish they try to be, let them look like the fool, not you. Not you. Now, you done said what you had to say. Leave it alone now here. Now, let me tell you this. People, these people supposed to be focused on, these black brothers can't fix their mouth to say nothing nice about Kyrie. If you listen to it, ain't nobody said nothing nice about Kyrie. And these supposed to be sports commentators, or they used to play basketball, or most of them probably knew Kyrie and were hanging out with Kyrie back in the day and all that kind of stuff right there. Anyway, you notice that none of them had anything positive to say about that man. Everybody said something negative. All these black brothers had something negative to say about that man, except for that man at the end that was mad and talking about Stephen A. for talking about Kyrie like that. Now, let me tell y'all something. You have a lot of people, Kyrie, you better listen to this, because you got a lot of people that will hang around you that they can afford everything you can afford. You can buy $1 million yacht, they can go buy $1 million yacht. They can do this. Check out your friends now, because half of them ain't said a damn thing to come up for your defense. And you know why? Because they work for the corporate office or they work for somebody else that they can't have your back. I'm going to tell you right now, the ones who had Kyrie, who have Kyrie back, are YouTube black brothers. Most of the black brothers on YouTube is the ones who have been sticking up for Kyrie Irving. But all the stars that hang with him, parted with him, and all that stuff there ain't said a damn word. Ain't said a damn word to come to his defense. If they say something, it's to jump on the bandwagon to demonize this man. Oh yeah, check it out. Check it out. So I'm telling you, Kyrie, you better look and listen, because the most of your support is coming from your black brothers who are on YouTube, even Kwame Brown. All of them. You check it out. It's a lot of black YouTube men, and I got to give the black YouTuber men their props, because they have been trying to defend Kyrie, but see, they don't have that $1 million platform and stuff like these brothers here. See, you got YouTubers that speaking up and fighting against it and all that, but then you have the ones who were supposed to be Kyrie's friend. Oh, they sitting back, or they'll say a little bit of something. We understand what Kyrie said, and then they jump off their little live, or they come in and say, you know, that's his decision. Let him make it. But I have to die. But that's Kyrie's decision. See, Kyrie, you better watch that. You better watch that, baby. You better watch that. Because I don't care how much that your friends or so-called look at some of the friends that's coming out for your defense and that got what you got and doing what you're doing and all that stuff right now. A lot of them ain't saying too much of shit out loud on their platform in defense of Kyrie Irving. Only the little men, and I'm not saying like the little men, I'm just saying people who don't hang with Kyrie is basically his fans and other black men who don't like what they see and hear coming from these tap dancing shiny shoe goons. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, yeah. Yeah, so you have to watch that kind of stuff, because I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah. When that man made that comment about he was mad about Stephen A. talking bad about Kyrie, and he said defund Stephen A. Smith. That's what he said, okay? And evidently Stephen A. Smith done got the word out that people are very, very pissed at his goddamn ass, right? So now, one more quick, it ain't gonna even take about 30 seconds. Now that Stephen A. done realized how many people or how many black men are coming down on his ass, and then he heard about this here, I think he was a basketball player too, he used to play basketball, who said defund Stephen A. So then Stephen A. gonna come back, y'all, and then Stephen A. gonna say this.
What's up, y'all? I'm sitting out here in LA. I'm in a private booth away from people. That's why I got my mask off. Some of y'all that's wondering at all times, okay? But I'm sitting here minding my business, trying to enjoy my birthday, And I see all of this stuff circulating on social media. We got present and former NBA players talking about me, and somebody said I needed to be defunded or something like that. I really, really, really try to be nice, I know y'all find that hard to believe, but I really try to be nice. I try to go away, and they keep pulling me back in. Alright, okay. I'll see y'all on First Take tomorrow. Some people got some stuff to say. I got shit to say. Okay? Alright. See y'all tomorrow on First Take. 10 a.m. Eastern. Ciao.
Okay, y'all, so you see that Stephen A. still, because he heard about that now, oh, I heard y'all said this and I heard y'all said this, now he want to get back on his platform and address all the guys that said something about him talking about this man like this, okay? Now, Stephen A. just can't let it go. He just can't let it go. He won't let these young men go. He just got to keep on jumping in with his old ass, trying to go back and forth with these youngsters. Okay? Now, and you know when I say youngsters, because, hey, I got all of them beat by age. Even Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp. Now, don't look like it, because I looked at Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp. They look okay, but I ain't trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but I can say that I feel like I done aged better than them, and I'm older than them. Anyway, let's get back to this, y'all. Now, there's some people, but I'm going to get to Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp in a minute, right here on the tail end. I'm finna get to them in a minute, but let me tell y'all this. It's some people who will do anything for money. And they'll do anything for material things because they have this greed for money and valuables. They'll do anything for it, family. And a person who values money above everything, above family, above morals, above anything, them are some dangerous ass people. I'm finna tell y'all right now. See, when I listen to these type of black brothers here, it don't do nothing but show a big ass warning sign that they are dangerous. Because anybody who values money and championships and material things and all that stuff more than they value themselves or more than they value their family, oh, they will sacrifice your ass in a heartbeat. They'll sacrifice your ass, their ass, the family ass, everybody. I'm going to tell you, and them are some dangerous people. People who have a very deep, excessive obsession for money and material things, y'all, and that's all they heart is passionate about, is obsession with money and material things. See, those type of people right there have become numb to making family values important. They become numb to having family passion, having morals, having personal values, having family goals, making personal life decisions, making rational decisions. See, they become numb to these type of things when they have that obsession of greed for material things and money. They become numb to love for themselves, love for others. Okay? Now, let me tell y'all that these brothers, and they become numb to understanding. And let me tell y'all that these brothers here said all this negative shit about Kyrie, but they never talk about the positive stuff about Kyrie Irving. So let's run down Kyrie Irving. He's 29 years old. Okay? Now, this is what all Kyrie have done. Y'all know I got to put my glasses on for this. But anyway, number one, he donated $1.5 million to the WNBA players who otherwise would not have been paid while sitting out due to the pandemic. Number two, Kyrie donated $323,000 for a launch campaign to send food to New York communities who were in need. Okay, number three, he gave a handful of money to a homeless man 2 years ago. Number four, Kyrie helped homeless San Diego students who were athletes get to a Vietnam trip. Okay, number five, he partnered with Nike to donate 17 pallets of food and 50,000 masks. Okay, number six, he bought a home for the family of George Floyd. Number seven, from December the 1st to December the 11th, he made donations and charitable gestures every single day. That was through December through 11th. Every single day, he donated and on a charitable organization and gave out things every single day. Okay, number 8. He donated money to Brooklyn's Mom of Black Boys United for social change. Okay, number 9. He gave money to a Bronx family of 4 that struggled from homeless to a permanent housing. Okay, number 10. Kyrie paid the college tuition for 9 high school seniors who committed to Lincoln University. That's a black college and it's an HBCU college. Okay, number 11. He donated school supplies to 25 teenagers in Kenya girls who have been impacted by past trauma. Okay, so he donated to 25 teenagers in Kenya, okay, who were impacted by past trauma. Okay, number 12. He donated 100 book bags with personal care items to teens and young adults at Newark Convent House Shelter. Okay, so for a housing shelter. Number 13. He donated soil to Newark. Okay? Number 14. He donated funds to Christine's Kitchen, a food pantry and soup kitchen in West Orange, New Jersey. Number 15. This is the man that most black men on sports TV is calling selfish. Think about that, y'all. Think about that, y'all. And he done a hell of a lot more. I just didn't want to take this video already going to be a little lengthy. So, but he done a lot more. But that's what I wanted to point out. But all those clips, I gave y'all pieces of clips for about 10 or 15 different videos, and in there one of them did y'all hear any one of those black men say anything about this with Kyrie? All you heard was Kyrie is selfish. Does that sound like he's selfish? All you heard was Kyrie is ignorant. Do that sound like he ignorant? Because see, I do the exact same thing that Kyrie do. But I do it every day because that's what everybody know. You click on my playlist and you'll see what I'm talking about. It say Toodle. I do the exact same thing. So I understand this man. I understand this young man. I really do. But don't nothing in all that say that he's selfish or he should be belittled. Don't nothing say that he foolish. Don't nothing say that he ignorant. Don't nothing say that he's stupid. It's no way they should be demonizing this type of brother. When you got your own brothers demonizing a brother like this, who have gave and gave and gave and gave, and they know this. They know this. It's not like they don't know this. They know this. But guess what? When you find some brothers that can demonize another brother knowing that that brother has all this good up under his belt, look here, family, them are some dangerous black men right there. And really, I feel nobody should even put what they have to say in their head. Because if people can demonize a person like this on mainstream media, sports channels, all over, black men, if black men can do another black man like this, oh, family, it ain't looking too good for our culture. See, that's why us black women have to, and other women have to come together and stick together, because if we leave it up to some shit like this, we in some trouble. We in some trouble. And now, far as Shannon Sharp is 53 years old. Stephen A. Smith is 54 years old. Now let me tell you, got both of them. But let me tell you something. Y'all ass are sitting around there. It was somebody who paved the way for y'all ass and did not destroy y'all future. Because if somebody had destroyed y'all future back when y'all was playing and stuff, or Stephen A., you ain't played shit, but Shannon Sharp has. But anyway, if somebody had destroyed your name, what you stand for and all that back in the day, you wouldn't be able to sit in those damn seats y'all sitting in right today. Now I had a right to talk to you. See, it's a lot of these people that Shannon and Stephen A is talking about. These cats here are younger than them. So these cats here feel like they have to listen and take whatever Shannon or Stephen A's put down. But no, see, y'all are making our generation, Shannon and Stephen A. Y'all making our generation, because see, I got y'all by a couple of months. But what I'm saying is, y'all are making us look bad. Because see, let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, ain't now one of y'all have no kids. Y'all can't have no, I don't know, you might have some, I feel like you don't have no kids. Okay, you might do have some kids, but if you do, I don't understand how your mentality flowing like this about Kyrie Irving. And about a lot of other players that's playing out here in these leagues now. I don't understand it. Because your generation, which is my generation, we have, see, y'all, I don't believe y'all got no kids. Y'all might have some kids. I may be wrong. I don't know. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But what I'm saying is, we have, as a parent who has raised some a man who is older than Kyrie, I'm going to tell you right now, we raise our kids to where they stand on what they believe. They have a voice. They don't have to take no shit. That's how we raise our kids. But at the same time, we raise them to be intelligent. Because both of my kids have very good careers. But what I am trying to say is, see, you're faulting what we have gave and passed down to these young boys. And y'all know damn well, y'all don't take mess. If y'all make a decision, y'all make a decision. And we have taught our kids to do that. And Kyrie and them, all these youngsters, 26, 27, 30, 35, all them, they are our kids. And see, a lot of y'all can't understand that because we raised our kids not to tap dance and not to shuck and jive and not to damn coon. So see, that's why y'all ass can't understand it, because see, that's the first thing y'all do, jump on a damn tap dancing boat and go to goddamn tapping until you don't even need no paddles. You just tap dance your way across the goddamn sea. See, we don't teach our kids to do that. So see, because our kids have so much bravery and so much thought and so much passion, and they don't take a lot of mess. See, y'all is different for a coon. Can't understand them type of men. Can't understand them type of men. They was raised differently. They wasn't raised to tap dancing coon. So a tap dancing coon will not understand them. Will not understand them. Never will. But what I do prefer is that y'all old ass, if you can't keep your mouth off of these young brothers out here messing up their career and throwing some salt in the game to where it's stopping their income, or where it's making everything limit, making everything hard from, get y'all ass up out that seat and let the other generation who do know what they talking about get in there. Because you might know what you're talking about, but you're doing it in a destroying way to these black brothers. Now, you get your ass up out them seats now here. If you can't do your job without destroying these black brothers, then you need to get the hell up out that seat and give the next generation that seat. Because first of all, we too old to be up there talking some stuff and telling what these young generations doing. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know unless y'all hanging with them. And y'all ain't hanging with them. See, me, I got my boots on the ground in these real streets all across the United States. So I know how they think and what they do and what's going on out here. And what I can tell you is they ain't playing no coon tap dancing, and they ain't playing with you messing with their career, and they ain't playing with you trying to destroy their career. All these football players, basketball players, soccer ball players, everybody, every sports person, yeah, if they black, y'all got to stomp on their damn neck. Why? Didn't nobody do that to y'all? Because if they hadn't did it, you wouldn't be sitting in those seats. Come on now. The hell you gonna destroy these brothers' lives when our old ass is gone? Those are the ones who got to take over. So while you here, you gonna destroy their damn life so they can't take over? What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that? You know? Didn't nobody do it to y'all. And y'all know good and well what I'm talking about. If you go back when Shannon Sharp was playing football and all that stuff right there, they might have commentated on injuries and things like that. But them men did not commentate to destroy your career. Because if they had her, you wouldn't be in the position you in now. So y'all old ass, don't y'all dare do no inside secret job trying to destroy these kids' life. Don't y'all dare. And if you can't do your job without doing that, or you just have to please whoever telling you to do it. But I'm telling you right now, for Stephen A., I don't know who his boss is, but I tell you right now, that boss better look out. Because the first time things don't go right for Stephen A. Gonna start snitching on boss. I'm trying to tell you right now, boss. You better watch who you got. Yeah, he tap dancing now. But boy, boss, if you don't pay him right, or boss, if you don't do something right, or boss, if he think he got something on you, boss, he gonna tell it. He gonna try to bring the whole fort down. That's the type of black man you're dealing with right there. Oh yeah, see, I know, because I'm the same. I'm in your generation. So I know. I already know. So don't y'all dare keep destroying these boys' life. I'm trying to tell you, don't do it. Didn't nobody do it to you? Don't you do it to these boys. Y'all can find a hell of a better way to commentate on sports. You ain't supposed to be talking about nobody's personal life anyway. You ain't supposed to be talking about what no decision somebody making and all that stuff. I don't give a damn if he the best player. He is the best. He is a great player, but that still don't give y'all the right. Yeah, he a great player, but at the rate y'all going and demonizing him and talking about him and belittling him and all that, he ain't gonna never be able to pull out of this. Because he got his own kind stomping his ass back in a damn crab barrel. Kind of shit is this? Grown ass black men. Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp supposed to be the daddy of these things. Y'all supposed to be the daddy of this. And then you got the daddies of this stomping down on the young brothers. It's a better way. And if they don't allow you to do your job without tearing down these boys' career, y'all need to up y'all ass up out that goddamn seat. I'm trying to tell you now because you're making it hard on these boys. You're making it hard on these fellas. Making it hard on these young men who out here trying to do a career. To where when y'all old ass leave out of here, their career, they ain't going to be able to replace you because y'all done help stop their damn career. But I saw Stephen A. real quick apologize to the Japanese baseball player. When he hurt his feelings, he was quick to get up there and apologize to him. Yeah. Wonder why? Yeah, but when it comes to these black boys and come to these black men and come to all this stuff right here that's concerning black brothers, your ass got to jump down hard, got to prove a point. I heard what y'all said. I this, I that. Sit your old ass down now. Because you know damn well if one of them kick a keg up under your ass, you flying high to the ground. No, your old ass, sit your ass down now. Damn. Messing up, making our generation look bad. And I don't like to look bad. But I had to speak up for this young brother, Kyrie Irving. Because it done got out of hand now. Whether you agree with him or disagree with him, don't goddamn belittle him. Hell. I mean, the time has come. All over. Y'all, talking about he all over the place and all that. No, he ain't. Y'all know exactly what that man talking about. And y'all supposed to be the elder, the older of this whole thing. Leave that man alone. Now, leave him alone. When you come to talking about his personal life and demonizing him and tearing down his career. And there's a whole lot of other brothers that's been done like that. And it's sad that the own black brothers are doing it to the young black brothers. Why? What is it about these young black brothers that y'all don't want to see succeed? Y'all want these brothers to respect y'all and y'all doing them like this? Hell no. Tell you, sit y'all old ass down. Retire. Fill in your paperwork. Something. Go home and sit down and drink on some tea and coffee and swing on a goddamn rocking chair. But do not keep on destroying these boys' life. That's all I got to say. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block you out from y'all goals and success. Bye-bye.